fun because of you guys. You guys get really excited when we come out here. You can tell a big difference. If you go to a lot of the NASCAR races, you can tell a big difference by how excited you guys are when we're here. It's different here than it is other racetracks, especially west of the Mississippi. This is probably the best venue for us and where the fans get the most excited.
Definitely a lot of Texas fans out here ready to go racing this afternoon. What about you? You ready to go to victory lane this afternoon?
Yeah, man. That'd be good for us, man. We always run pretty good here. We struggled a little bit earlier this season, but at this race. But we're pretty fast. We sat on the pole last time. We qualified 5th. The car's pretty good in practice, and we're going to get out there and drive the wheels off of it.
Tell us about that qualifying run. Good qualifying run, like you said, starting 5th. What did it take to get up there? A lot of fast guys out there, but yeah, you're in the top 10 yet again this week.
We were actually a little bit faster. Should have run better. We hit the apron a little bit down in 1 and 2, slowed me down a little bit, but we were trying to get another shotgun. Because I gave the first shotgun to Tony Jr. when we won the pole last time, and I was going to try to win myself one. But we'll get another shot at it next time we come back. We always run good here, so I feel like every time we show up, we got a chance to pole and got a chance to run for the win.
Well, we've talked to several drivers out here this weekend. What's the difference in Texas here than the other mid-size tracks? I know Casey was saying it has a different feel to it here at Texas. What's it take to get around here cleanly and safely at Texas Motor Speedway?
Well, I mean, the track's kind of different in a lot of ways. There's different things about the corners and the way the banking falls away from the corner, especially out of turn 2. The banking leaves the corner before you're done going around it. So the track flattens out in the front and the car takes off. It's pretty weird, man, but we get really loose getting into turn 3 sometimes. But it's a tough track to drive, but it's fun. You can move around, and it seems to be getting older. The track's wearing a little bit, and we're able to move up the track a little bit and race a little bit side by side.
Nice. Coming down to the final stretch here in 2008, chase for the championship. Your teammates on a roll. Jimmy's up there at the top. What are your goals the next 3 races other than just getting into victory lane? But have you set any personal goals for these last 3 races to make sure you have a good finishing spot here in 08?
That's it, man. Just get into victory lane. We just want to win some races for the years out, finish on a high note, keep the momentum going, get the confidence built up in the team, where they'll work hard in the off-season and get ready for the next year. If you finish on a high note, normally the off-season goes really well. You get everything where you need it, and the car's right and ready to go for the next season. And then you can start that year on a good note. So we seem to start it this year pretty good. We ran pretty good the first half of the season. We had some things happen to us in the second half. A lot of blown tires and run out of gas a couple times. But, we need to finish on a high note to get the guys working hard through the off-season.
And we've had a bunch of guys out here this weekend. Kevin Harvick was out here. Clint just left. We're talking about the off-season. Definitely some downtime. You're a busy, busy man. Got a business now in Charlotte with Risky River. Going into the off-season, any big plans to get away, relax, take some vacations? Any plans like that for you?
Yeah, well, I'll take about a 5-day trip with my family. Take my mom and my sisters, my brother out somewhere. But I think we're going to go north instead of south this time. We've been going down to where the sun's still shining the last several years, but this year we might go up where it's snowing a little bit. But I don't know. We'll see what's up. When I ain't doing that, I'm gonna be down at Whiskey River in Charlotte, hanging out with my friends, drinking a lot of water the next day, going back again.
Now let's talk a little bit about Whiskey River. Just opened up here in the past few months, downtown Charlotte in the epicenter. Any chances to expand anywhere else in the country with it?
Yeah, we're kind of talking about that. We're kind of talking about that a little bit. We'll just have to see. It's tough being in the market. Bars only have a shelf life of maybe a year or 2 years if you're lucky, and we just got to see how well this one does in Charlotte. I don't want to go building 3 or 4 more and losing money. We're making money right now. We want to make the right decisions for ourselves and for our nieces and nephews and whatever. So we're looking though. We sent a team out to Vegas to look around at some areas, and we're looking in a spot in Tennessee, and yeah, I'm sure you guys would appreciate one. I know you guys would go if we built one out here. It's a big good market. Just here in Alabama, we'll probably be be two places that I would say would be good, but believe it or not, the biggest nightlife capital in the United States is Minneapolis.
Really? Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Even in the winter, as cold as it gets, you wouldn't think that would be the nightlife capital of the world.
I know it. And some of the weird things you learn. But I'm having fun with that bar. If you guys ever get over to Charlotte, check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Definitely a lot of fun. Well, talking about that, expanding there at Whiskey River, you've had several headliner acts. You yourself have a lot of friends in the music industry. Tell us how that's going to help you in meeting these guys. I think Gary Allen's been there a couple times. How is it interacting with these guys who are celebrities in another venue in the United States other than motorsports? You're interacting with all these country music singers, and any big acts coming up at Whiskey River here shortly?
Well, on the website there's a big calendar that tells you everything happening, but we have, the way that I got those guys to come out to Whiskey River was by meeting them at the racetrack and getting to be friends with them. So there's not many other bars in the Charlotte area that are going to pull Gary Allen to 1,000, to a show that's only going to play for 1,000 people. So that was pretty big for us. Dirk Bentley had a city release party there, which I thought was a great compliment to Dirk to do that. And we've had several different unique acts. 7 3 played there. I really wanted to see them. I hadn't seen them in 15 years, it seems like. But we got them to come out and play, and that was really exciting. So, we'll see who else we can. I want to get Ben Folds to come out and play. I think that'd be a lot of fun to see Ben Folds play, but we got a lot of other good gigs coming.
Well, that right there says, we all know you have musical ties. You've been in a couple music videos. We want to know right now what's in the iPod. What's most listened to on the iPod for Dale Jr.?
Man, I don't know. I got so much stuff in there. I got 4,600 songs in my iTunes, and I had 22,000 songs, and I narrowed it down to 4,200 because I couldn't fit 22,000 on my iPod, so I had to cut it back. I had a buddy of mine that's from Texas. They gave me his name's Mooney, he's one of my buddies. He gave me a hard drive full of music, and it had about 18,000 songs on it. So I don't know, I got a lot of music, and it's listen to something different all the time. But my favorite stuff is it's a mix between either late 70s rock and roll and probably a lot of the stuff from the mid-90s, like when the grunge movement was happening and all that. Some of the stuff that resonated from that, like Korn and a couple of other bands. But Pearl Jam and Nirvana, it's hard to beat Pearl Jam and Nirvana. I've always listened to them.
Well, talking about your music background, you know all these guys, been in some music videos. You also have a TV show, correct?
Yeah, this is the deal. We kind of do the TV show here and there. We used to do it every year, and we're not sure if we're going to do back in the day anymore. But the deal is we kind of ran out of episodes. They didn't do many of those shows back then, and but we have enough to do another year if we wanted to. But I started the production company because John Madden, everybody knows who John Madden is.
Yeah.
He started a production company because when, say, Tough Act and Chinacton comes to him, or Ace Hardware and says, hey, we want you to do a commercial, he says, well, I'll do it, but you got to use my production company. So he sort of made a business out of it, and his production company now does a whole lot of different stuff for a lot of different people. And that's how he got it started. So that's kind of how I got mine off the ground now, and we're doing a lot of different things now. People are coming to us after what they've seen us do. They're coming to us, and I can't really say who, but certain people are coming to us, and we're actually getting business outside of me. I don't have to be in the show or whatever, or people are asking us to shoot commercials for them or whatever. So it's really working out good, and hopefully I can keep growing it as a business, because that kind of thing there can keep going after I get too old to drive race cars, if that ever happens.
Exactly. And you got plenty of that stuff with the commercials and stuff, but shifting back a little bit to the racing side of things, got AMP and National Guard on your car this year. Tell us what it's been like working with the National Guard, the experiences you've had working with those fine people over there at the National Guard.
Yeah, working with the Guard's fun, man. I mean, they're a lot of fun because it's easier for me to talk to them because, they're soldiers and they do a lot of great things, but they're citizens as well, and they got a real job back home, and they got, they're sort of still connected to where they came from, and it's kind of interesting to see the contrast between the two.